Kingy, how do you see that?
Yeah, really good. Obviously, long afternoon. I think first of all, like the fans who stayed behind at the end, like they deserve a round of applause, which they got because what was it, 3.5, 4 hours? Obviously, there's sun baking down them as well. So I know the lads really appreciated that in terms of sometimes the games can go a little bit dead or a little bit flat. So to actually have some supporters in, it sort of pushes the lads on a little bit harder. So that was really good. Minutes in the legs, obviously, I think.
Just going to move your mic slightly.
Sorry,
there we go.
I think maybe Victor was the only one who we lost, but it sounds like it's not too bad. So to get 29 players through an hour at this stage of pre-season, I think is really good. And some of the performances, some of the stuff I saw, really, really pleased with. Other stuff where we have to be better, we know that, but in terms of a 2-week block, what they've given us, I think, has really been top level. And also to get used to winning games, picking up momentum. We say pre-season is not about the result, which it isn't, but it's also, you want momentum going into the season, and it almost gets the lads feeling good about themselves. We see goals, they score goals. So yeah, 2 weeks as a whole, really, really good again today. Some top bits, but some other stuff we need to be better with.
Kingy, is that the first time you've ever come across this sort of format in pre-season? You know, will the 2 games back-to-back, the 45 minutes? And if so, would you use it again?
Yeah, you know what, it's not. I think we've used it before. Maybe not always 4 45s, but we've done 2 45s, 2 30s or something like that.
3 30s and stuff like that.
So ultimately pre-season is about trying to get minutes in the legs. Everyone knows that. It's about trying to get fitness. And actually we managed to taper it today to try and get as many players the minutes possible. If we just roll out today one 90-minute game, at the moment we've got 20 lads who are probably sat there doing nothing or having to run, or we have to arrange a fixture elsewhere, which for our situation obviously at the moment wouldn't have been ideal. So to be able to do it all in one place, and hopefully for the new manager now be able to see 30 players, I think that's great for him, and it's also great for the players who've been working hard all pre-season to actually showcase themselves in a competitive game.
Obviously Austria on Wednesday. Are you looking forward to that firstly, and why will that be different to being here at Seagrave, do you think?
Yeah, really looking forward to it. Those trips away, like obviously we've done them for years now, they're always so good for not just what you get on the pitch, but off it as well. Obviously we've not really got any new bodies through the door at the moment, but I think general togetherness, team bonding, getting to know each other away from the football pitch, that sort of thing as well. I think those sort of trips are really, really important. And then you can go do your work in a separate location, which is again a bit of freshness for the lads. Different pitches, different environment. They get to spend every waking day with every waking moment with each other, which I think is good. And then I think we've got 3 games over there, so they can use those training sessions to really build into the games over there.
And is that still an important aspect for you, the team bonding, the lads getting to know each other all over again, I suppose, because they've been on 5-6 week break, whatever it's been? So is that still an important part for you?
Yeah, for me personally, that's the most important. Listen, all the teams, the successful teams I was fortunate enough to play in, we had that, okay? You run through brick walls for each other, you do anything, your friends on and off the pitch. So it's so important. You can have a team of unbelievable individuals. I think we've seen probably with PSG over the last couple of years. Maybe they've got the best players, but if they don't want to work together as a team and they don't get on, or there's different people pulling in different directions, it's never going to work. I think where we had a really disappointing last year, and I think we have to acknowledge that, it's about almost rebuilding bridges with each other. We were demanding of each other these first 2 weeks, and I feel like we've really seen that, and you could hear it again today with people pushing each other forward. So I think those 9 days just as important for the lads getting together and forming that real bond off the pitch as much as the work we'll be doing on it.
Are you at altitude in Austria as well?
Yeah, I'm not too sure, to be honest. I haven't been out there yet.
Right.
So it's a different training camp to what we've been on before.
It's not easy if it is.
But yeah, I'm not too sure. I know a couple of the people from the club have been over and say it's really good. So yeah, we're looking forward to it.
Yeah, just finally, Kingy, I just want to pick you up quickly on the point that you were making at the end there about the togetherness in this group now, and having that almost accountability for each other, and going away as a group for 10 days, you'll get so much more of that, won't you? And how big is that, do you think, going forward to this championship season?
Yeah, like I said, the tags is huge, vitally important, one of probably the most important things you need. Ultimately, you need to be able to feel like you can call people out if you don't feel they're pulling their weight, but there's a way of doing it, okay? Sometimes it needs to be harsh words, sometimes it needs to be a pat on the back. Ultimately, it's about getting around each other with a squad of 20, 25 players, however many it is, and actually all being like, listen, we've got this one goal in target. How can we actually all pull in the same direction to make that happen? And these sort of trips, like you say, when you're spending so much time together and you get to know people away from the pitch, they're great for sort of building those bonds.